Some of these weapons aren't just tools. They're the reason Navy SEALs survive and dominate combat.
Come on!
From Vietnamese jungles to modern Tier 1 operations, these guns define elite operators, shaping every mission with deadly precision. And let's start with the rifles, the backbone of any SEAL mission. First up, the M14. Imagine holding a 7.62 beast built for distance, reaching out across open valleys. It's old school, it's heavy, but when you need to touch a target far beyond what most rifles can reach, nothing else competes. Then came the M14 EBR, basically the M14's tactical midlife crisis. They slapped on rails and modern stocks, and suddenly that classic power could dance in modern combat zones. The M16 series, from A1 to A4, became a staple from Vietnamese rice paddies to desert firefights. Lightweight, reliable, and surprisingly adaptable, these were the sticks that defined a generation. And the maritime M16? Saltwater doesn't scare this one. A special coating keeps it running after a long swim, perfect for surfacing from covert missions without a hitch. For close quarters, nothing beats the M4A1. Compact, modular, and dependable in the tightest corridors, it's the door kicker's dream. Shrink that down to the Mark 18 CQBR, and you've got a short-barreled king for shipboarding and VBSS operations, slipping through bulkheads like it's on rails. Modern operators love versatility. The FN SCAR L is light, smooth, and easy to field strip, while the FN SCAR H punches 7.62 without the weight penalty of older battle rifles. The HK416 is piston-driven perfection, clean running, reliable, and Tier 1 approved. And for a little history, the CAR-15/X M177? That's jungle patrolling frogman magic from Vietnam, short, fast, and legendary. From heavy-range dominance to tight CQB streets, these rifles tell the story of evolution, toughness, and relentless adaptability. And here's where it gets tight and quiet. Submachine guns are all about stealth and precision in close quarters. The MP5N is the maritime favorite, ruggedized for salty, high-intensity shipboarding missions where every shot counts. Shrink that down to the MP5K, and you've got an ultra-compact weapon perfect for protective details, slipping under jackets but still packing a serious punch. Then there's the MP5SD, the ghost of the SMG world, with an integrated suppressor that lets operators strike silently. Literally, the only sound is the bolt cycling. The HKMP7 is tiny but lethal, designed to punch through body armor while staying as portable as a big pistol. And the M3A1 grease gun? Don't be fooled by its simple stamped steel look. This Vietnam-era classic stayed quiet, reliable, and deadly for years. For boarding parties and tight CQB, these are the weapons that make operators untouchable in confined chaos. Moving on to sidearms, the last line of defense and sometimes the first strike. The S&W Hush Puppy is legendary, built for one job, quietly neutralizing sentry dogs with a slide that keeps the hammer whispering instead of screaming. Then came the HK SOCOM Mark 23, basically a pistol that feels like a full-on offensive weapon, massive, nearly indestructible, and built for 1990s frogmen who wanted raw power in their hands. The HK-45 Compact trimmed that down, keeping the .45 stopping power but in a frame that actually fits modern covert missions. SEALs have relied on the Sig Sauer P226 for decades, an ocean-proof standard that doesn't care if it gets dunked before a gunfight. When deep concealment matters, the Glock 26 is perfect, while the Glock 19 strikes that Goldilocks balance of size, ammo, and reliability. The Glock 17 handles full-size duties and is a rugged workhorse, and alongside the Beretta M9, it's been a constant for over 30 years. Compact SIGs like the P228, modular newcomers like the P320, and classics like the Colt M1911A1 show the evolution from Cold War suppression to modern adaptability. Not to forget the high-standard HDM, a suppressed .22 from the Cold War, and the Mark I underwater defense gun, firing steel darts for scuba-based encounters. These pistols tell the story of stealth, legacy, and the need for a weapon that fits both the hand and the mission perfectly.
Holy go.
And now, we move to the weapons that make a SEAL's patience pay off: the sniper and precision rifles. The KA-CSR-25 is a semi-automatic marvel, letting marksmen put multiple heavy rounds on target without ever breaking their cheek weld. It's the kind of rifle that turns long overwatch into a surgical strike. Then there's the Mark 12 SPR, the designated marksman bridge rifle, giving operators more reach than a carbine, but keeping up in high-intensity moving fights. The Mark 13, chambered in .300 Winchester Magnum, is serious business, a bolt action that laughs at distance, the favorite for surgical shots far beyond what most rifles can touch. For extreme range, the Macmillan TAC-50 is a psychological and tactical weapon. A mile away, one round can change everything. The Mark 20 SSR, built on the SCAR platform, blends semi-auto speed with a match-grade barrel, making it a nightmare for anyone in the crosshairs. Modern multi-caliber flexibility comes with the Barrett MRAD, letting operators swap calibers on the fly without missing a beat. And of course, the Barrett M82/M107, the iconic light .50 caliber anti-materiel rifle, can turn engines, radar dishes, or light armor into scrap from a distance. The M110 SAS modernizes semi-auto sniper support, while the Macmillan TAC-338 bridges the gap between the 7.62 and .50 caliber, delivering devastating precision and energy. From surgical overwatch to anti-materiel domination, these rifles define battlefield control, turning distance into an advantage and giving SEALs the ability to strike with terrifying accuracy. Then comes the Roar, the machine guns that let a small team feel like a whole army. The Stoner 63 is a Vietnam-era legend, a modular system that could switch from carbine to belt-fed machine gun in minutes. The M60, affectionately nicknamed the Pig, is loud, hungry, and heavy, but its suppressive fire could break contact and hold a line like nothing else. The M60E4 improved on the classic, trimming weight and improving reliability, making jungle patrols just a bit less punishing. Lightweight firepower comes in the form of the Mark 46, designed for single operators to lay down devastating amounts of fire while staying mobile. The Mark 48 takes that concept further, bringing the 7.62 caliber into a portable machine gun for small teams with huge impact. The M249 SAW keeps the squad in the fight, sharing magazines with rifles for constant suppression during ambushes. Then there's the M240, a belt-fed workhorse famous for reliability, rarely jamming even in chaotic firefights. For heavy support, you have the M2.50 cal, or Ma Deuce, a vehicle-mounted monster that dominates the battlefield with raw power. And when you really want to make a statement, the M134 minigun spins 6 barrels and sounds like a giant zipper opening. Mounted on a boat or helicopter, it's over in seconds, overwhelming anyone unlucky enough to be in its path. From Vietnamese jungles to modern assault operations, these machine guns are all about mobility, suppression, and raw battlefield dominance, turning a tiny team into a terrifying force. And when things get up close and chaotic, shotguns rule the room. The Ithaca 37 is a jungle classic, with a bottom eject design keeping mud and debris from gumming up the works, perfect for dense, wet environments. The Remington 87 is the gold standard for breaching. Every door kicked, every hallway cleared. It's a reliable extension of the operator's hand. Then there's the rare Remington 7188, a full auto monster that can unload an entire magazine of buckshot in seconds. Pure chaos in tight quarters. Mossberg 505.9 bring military-grade durability, shrugging off salt water, sand, and abuse without complaint. For semi-auto speed, the Benelli M4 tops the list, letting operators rain rounds fast and precisely, clearing rooms like pros while keeping their cool under pressure. Next up, the boom makers, the grenade and rocket launchers that turn a fight upside down. The M79 Thumper is a single-shot 40mm that gives operators pocket-sized artillery firepower, letting a single SEAL control a firefight with explosives. Add the M203, an underbarrel classic that converts any rifle into a dual-threat system, and the modern M320, with its side-loading breech, allows for rapid tactical reloads in the heat of combat. For heavier suppression, the Mark 19 automatic grenade launcher rains high-explosive rounds with devastating speed, while the Mark 47 Striker brings advanced fire control, precision, and reliability, even against hidden targets. For saturation fire, the M32 MGL spins 6 40mm rounds in seconds, overwhelming any position. Anti-armor options come with the M72 LAW, a lightweight disposable rocket, and the AT-4, a single-use beast for bunkers or light vehicles. The Carl Gustaf rounds it out, a reusable recoilless rifle firing everything from anti-tank to smoke and illumination, making it the Swiss Army knife of heavy firepower. From solo operators to mounted support, these launchers make destruction look surgical. When missions go beneath the waves, only specialized tools do the job. The HKP-11 underwater pistol fires steel darts silently, letting frogmen strike while submerged. And the flashbang stun grenade? A blinding, deafening entry tool that disorients enemies instantly, giving teams the upper hand in dynamic maritime assaults. Close quarters survival and demolition rely on precision tools. The U.S. Navy dive knife and SOG SEAL Knife 2000 handle cutting and survival, while explosive charges and the Broco underwater torch slice steel and concrete fast. From Vietnamese jungles to modern Tier 1 missions, SEALs have evolved with unmatched weapons, mastering land, sea, and air combat. Precision, adaptability, and raw power define their arsenal. So, what's your take on this elite firepower? Drop it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe.